hell game did I just watch? Like, again, they did it again. Why? They hurt me physically. They take years off my life when they do these games, but they do them. They did it on the 1st against Minnesota. They did it on the 12th against the freaking Blues, and they just did it again against the Sharks. This one hurt me the most because it's the Sharks, and they suck. I'm sorry to tell you, but they suck. They're not a good team. They're below 500. But they did it again. So now, let's go through the injury list before we get into this game, specifically the second period. So, injured now, Stevenson, Tuch, Pietrangelo. Carrier returns tonight, and Leonard was on the bench. So, those two are ready. Petro got put on IR today, and Tuch and Stevenson were game time decisions, so we should see Tuch and Stevenson back soon. It's Fleury versus Dubnyk. The Sharks made the good choice and started a actual National Hockey League goaltender. And it's Tomas Jurko's first game with the Golden Knights. I was unaware that he had played in the NHL before. Yes, like 200 games with the Red Wings, Blackhawks, and Oilers. And he's been in the AHL all season. So, yeah. Wasn't a very impactful player. Let's call up someone else next time, guys. I would have preferred Patrick Brown, because he impacts the game. Anyway, let's get into the game. Jurko was playing on the third line with Waugh and Kolesar, as Glass was up on the first line. So Fleury stopped Nieto early, and then Simic straight up boarded Ryan Reeves. He straight up boarded him. It was a bad hit. It was a bad hit, and there was no call at all. And there really should have been. And then right after that, Shea Theodore with a bomb from the point from Max Pacioretty. And there you go. The Golden Knights are up 1-0. What could go wrong? So yeah, then hand to Mark, high sticks Reeves, and you're like, wow, this is great. The Golden Knights are on the power play now. They just scored. They're going to do great tonight. So Theodore got a chance, Smith got a chance, and Martinez missed the net. And it was a good power play. They really didn't suffer very much, and they didn't score, but it was a decent power play. Then Couture got stopped by Fleury. Smith missed the net on a rush. And then Waugh held Gambrell while Gambrell got in on Fleury. Fleury made kind of an easy save. It was a little weird, but yeah. So Fleury stopped Donato, and he stopped Leonard on that power play. And honestly, decent penalty kill. And then LeBanc straight up delayed, just put the puck out of play, and let's delay a game, so they called it. And Dubnyk stopped Carlson. And that was all that happened on that power play, because the Golden Knights decided we're not going to shoot. Then Fleury stopped Donato's tip and his rebound. Fleury played a good game. Didn't get a lot of help in the second, but he did make a few mistakes tonight. So then Coghlan got a nice big shot off, and then Fleury stopped LeBanc. And they had just passed too much near the end of the second period. They were the better team. They possessed the puck more. Somehow San Jose had more shots, which was weird, but they possessed the puck more, and they looked good. They were just passing a little bit too much for my liking in the second part of that first period. But they held possession, and they were the better team, so they come out of the period 1-0. Shots are 11-10 Sharks. And then the second period happens. Now, I forgot to mention that Kanishov hooked Carlson near the end of that period. Nothing really happened on that power play during the first, but it carried over for 45 seconds in the second. The Stone got a chance, and that was it. Then Fleury stopped Handemark, and the Sharks pushed, and as soon as I wrote that down, it's Nieto from Meyer and Hurdle, because of course it is, and it's 1-1. Then Whitecloud got a chance, and the Sharks go right down the ice. Leonard shoots at Fleury, a rebound happens, and Ferraro goes around the net and makes it 2-1 from Leonard and Kane, because of course it's Evander Kane. Then, wonderful choice, Braden McNabb roughs. I didn't write it down because, yeah. The Sharks did nothing on that power play, and Smith got a chance shorthanded. So you think, there you go. The Golden Knights are going to get back into the game. They are going to get some momentum. And you think they do because Reeves scores until you realize that Carrier was draped over Devin Dubnyk, and it's straight up goalie interference. And you might have a little bit of an argument because Vlasic kind of pushes Carrier in, but it's a really light push, and their Carrier straight up flew into Devin Dubnyk, and that's goalie interference. So no goal. Although they had to coaches challenge that goal away. Ref, what game are you watching? Then Fleury stopped LeBanc, and Fleury stopped Couture, and Fleury can't hold forever. It's LeBanc from Kane and Ferraro. Because of course it is. And that makes it 3-1. Then Coghlan got a chance, and then Kane, there's a face-off with 1 second left in the second period. 1 second left in the second period. And Evander Kane got a shot off between that 1 second and the end of the period. He didn't score, but the fact that they let him get a shot off is indictment enough. So yeah, let's get to the good part. Get to the good part because that. By the way, the Golden Knights allowed 16 shots on goal in that period. Unacceptable. No. So anyways, third period. Fleury stopped Couture, and the Golden Knights did nothing for the first part of this period, and it looked like, oh no, here we go. But then, the Sharks take a too many men call at the commercial. And I only saw that it was too many men because on Twitter, and I didn't even see the goal because it was right after, because 5 seconds into the power play, it is Cody Glass from Theodore and Stone. Beautiful net front presence from Glass, collects his own rebound, puts it right past Devin Dubnyk. And from Theodore and Stone, and that's Stone's 9-game point streak now. And that's 3-2. And then Whitecloud got a chance. Well, I take that back. I skipped one. Stone freaking destroys Timo Meier at center ice. And then Hertl didn't like that. So him and Stone fights. One of the 2 fights in this game I did not expect to happen. Then Whitecloud got a chance. And right after that, on that same shift, like 3 seconds later, it's Nick Hague from Marchessault and Carlson tying the game. And it's 3-3. And the Golden Knights look like gods. Did Bugs Bunny, hang out in the locker room and give them Michael's secret stuff? What happened? They turn into gods in the third period, and they look like sieves in the second. What game am I watching? How do the Sharks look like they know how to beat the Golden Knights at every moment, and then in the third, they just give up? I don't know. And after it's 3-3, Jonathan Marchessault and Logan Couture fights. Marchessault's 5'0", and Logan Couture is an average height hockey player, maybe a little bit above average. I don't know his height. But Marchessault holds his own and got a couple good punches in on Couture. And then there's a scramble in front of Dubnyk. And then it's Ryan Reeves actually getting his first goal of the season from Nosek and Theodore. From Nosek and Whitecloud on a tip. And it's 4-3. And then after that, Kevin Labanc trips William Carrier, and the Golden Knights take a timeout. Then Martinez gets a chance. And then again, Martinez scores from Nosek and Theodore, and Nosek was playing the power play. I mean, it worked, but that's an interesting choice. From Nosek and Theodore, and it's 5-3 with 5 minutes left to go in the game. And at that point, I mean, do the Sharks have a chance? I mean, they do, but are you sure? Then Kolasar hooked Kanishov, because of course he did. And on the play, how? But anyway, 5 seconds in, it's everyone's favorite player, Evander Kane. It has more goals this year than dollars in his bank account, from Carlson and Hertl at like 5 seconds in, and it's 5-4, and you're like, oh my god, they're gonna blow it. But no, Pacioretty gets a chance, and then Dubnyk gets pulled at 1:30, and Fleury stopped Kane. Marchessault got a chance on the empty net, which was blocked by Burns, which is the second time that's happened in 2 games. Not to Marchessault, but Burns blocking an empty net, and it was from like the same spot. Weird. And then Martinez saved basically a goal at the last second with his stick. And that's it. The Golden Knights win this game in regulation 5-4 when they were down 3-1 after the second. Why? They do this like once a week now. Can we? Oh, God, you're taking years off my life. I'm a young man. Like, stop. I mean, it's debatable if I'm a man, but not in that. No, forget it. Anyway. So stupid. Anyway. So I'm tired. So shots in that period were 16-6. Okay. For the Golden Knights this time. And then total shots in the game, even though they were outshot twice, 2 out of 3 periods, they somehow come out with more shots at 37-33. Power play percentage, the Golden Knights were 2 for 5, scoring on both of their power plays in the third period. And 1 for 3 for the Sharks. And, what? So Theodore, Glass, and Martinez are my 3 stars of the game. And my 4th star of the game, also known as my honorable mentions, my real one is Mark Stone for, getting a point on the, game-spurring goal and destroying Meyer at center ice and fighting Hurdle. That was a big part of spurring the Golden Knights on to win this game. And my real 4th star is the third period, because somehow the Golden Knights are just gods in the third period. I don't know. I don't know. They almost did it against Minnesota last week when Coghlan got his hat trick. But the Minnesota actually held on because they're a good team. But that's it. If you've noticed, I do have the C now on this jersey, and it's now a Mark Stone jersey. I went to a sports town in downtown Summerlin today. Great people. They told me 24 hours. I got it in 2. Good job. Thanks. Go to Sportstown. They're a good store. I like it. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, if you want to follow me on Twitter and get my thoughts on the game during the game, my Twitter is @2_pad. And that's it for this one, guys. I will see you next time.